All right, so Honalee, just tell me a little bit about what went on with you before you came into our office.
Well, I was riding a Segway when I got hit, and the machine slapped me to the cement, and I received a concussion. I ended up in the hospital for a few days, and apparently there was bleeding in the brain, according to the neurologist, and I had excruciating headaches and really severe dizziness.
So what did the neurologist tell you, and what did you try to, to recover from that? What did you try and do?
Well, the only thing he said was this is going to take a long time, maybe up to a year to recover from. You'll have some memory problems and the headaches will continue, and here are some pain pills. And essentially, that was it. He just said if the headaches and the dizziness gets to the point that you can't tolerate it, then you need to come back and see me. But other than that, it's just going to take a long time to recover. And for 5 weeks, there was nothing I could do. I was so dizzy. My head hurt so bad that I just spent most of the time in bed. And when I did try to get up, it was hard for me to get into the bathroom or to get into the kitchen because the dizziness was so severe. So it was just easier to forget anything that wasn't absolutely necessary. And I just stayed in bed with my eyes closed, hoping that I could get through the day.
So what happened next?
Well, I met a friend. I happened to be talking to a good friend, and she mentioned her chiropractor. And I was quite honestly very leery because I did not want anybody touching my head or my neck. It just hurt too bad. And I had a concept of what they did, and I was afraid that my neck or head was going to be wrenched, and then it would be worse than it was. But she went ahead and called the office and said, "Do you have room for her?" And I thought, "Oh, I can't do this." So I called the office, and they said, "Well, why don't you just come in and see if he can help? You're not out of anything." And I thought, well, if he could help, that would be wonderful. But the first thing I said to him was, "You can't touch my head or my neck." And
So what was your experience?
my goodness, it was nothing like I anticipated it being. He was so gentle. And even today, every time I leave, I think, wow, it was just so easy. Is it really going to make a difference? And it always does. That very first, I came in late in the afternoon, and I really felt terrible that day. I hardly made it in here. I had to keep stopping. I couldn't find anybody to bring me, but I decided, since my friend had already kind of made the commitment for me, that I needed to show up. And I was kind of desperate on the other hand, too. And I was determined to get here just to see if there was some remote possibility that I could be helped. And he actually gave me a treatment that day. And I couldn't believe the difference it made just in that first visit, because already my headache wasn't as intense and my dizziness wasn't as bad. Um, and I thought, wow, if it helps this much on the first one, I'm coming back. And every time I've come, I've seen great results. And I honestly think that if I had not come, I probably would still be staggering around my house trying to get better with a headache and dizziness, because I wasn't making any progress at all. And now I make progress after every single visit. I feel better and better and better. I have no more headache. I have no more dizziness. Um, I'm just ever so grateful that that my friend mentioned Dr. Lavender, and she was adamant. She was sure he could help me. And I was very skeptical, but I'm a true believer now. I'm trying to get family and friends in so they can benefit from these treatments too, because it's made all the difference in the world to me and my health and my outlook on life and my ability to have a normal day.
Wonderful. Well, we're happy you're here, and we're glad that you came in, so thank you.
Thank you.